So, what is it called when a sheriff disobeys a judge's direct order? This is called contempt of court, and the current sheriff bragged about this in an interview he gave with conservative talk radio when announcing his campaign this past September. One of the core responsibilities of a sheriff in Vermont is prisoner transport. The current sheriff has made a policy decision to refuse to transport people who have served their time or were found innocent, and a judge has ordered the sheriff to transport them. This is contempt of court. I know this clip is kind of long, but it's worth the time. Let's hear what he had to say.
The judge says, okay, yeah, you're free to go, and then expects the sheriff department to give him a ride home?
They would issue what they call a transport order for the sheriff to go, or his deputies to go to the correctional center and take the person into custody and give him a ride to the front door of 32 Cherry Street, for an example.
Yep.
What's 32 Cherry Street again?
That's the courthouse.
Okay, got it. Okay.
The correctional centers in Northwest is 3 miles away from, downtown St. Albans.
Yep.
I get it. But the video arraignments are at the correctional center.
Yeah.
So when you're released, it shouldn't be up to the sheriff to give you a ride down to downtown St. Albans or back down to Burlington.
So the judge releases them. They're in a video arraignment in prison, and the judge says, "Oh, you can go," and then literally expects the sheriff's department to pick them up at prison and bring them downtown.
That's correct. I stopped that practice.
Okay.
A while ago.
That seems
so
logical.
you have the option of doing that? Well,
that's
you'll find out.
I mean,
yeah.
Probably could be held in contempt of court.
Mm-hmm.
Our current sheriff has devalued the humanity of these people beneath the price of gasoline. The DOC is forced to just let people out at the gate. It could be winter. They could be very far from home. How is that going to work? This is not a solution. This is refusal to do your job. This is dysfunction in our government. And frankly, I'm sick of this. And you should be too. I'd like to hand over this platform to my friend Chatty. He's going to talk about what it's like to re-enter society and how being treated like a human being sets someone up for success.
My name is Chatty Register, and before we get started, people might think this is a hoax or whatever, but to show actual facts, this was my ID card when I was locked up in Vermont system. Inmate number 137796. And I think it's important that somebody come home and have the proper people around them to help them. If you don't have the proper people around you and you're trying to stop your citizenry rate, all you're doing is pushing people to go back to where they know best. And if you keep treating people as the past, how do you expect them to join society and move toward the future? If you keep judging the past, they can't change, because you're embedding in them bad stuff. Because all you did in the past is bad. How you gonna be good if they don't treat you good? So if you treat people, ex-offenders, ex-cons, whatever you want to call us, as humans and show us a little bit of courtesy and not keep bringing up history, we could change. I never thought, God is my witness, that I'd be voting or putting my, how can I put this? Putting my energy toward helping somebody become a sheriff. I was a stone cold criminal. And now, look at me now, trying to support somebody to do better for us. Not just for the state, but for everybody. So if you like change, or you're not scared of change, if you want to be looked at as a human, or a man or a woman, whichever one you want, vote for Kenneth. He's gonna be a good guy. He says since day one he's gonna do it, I believe him. If I didn't believe him, I wouldn't be here now talking to you. Trust me on that one. So if people coming home, or the sheriff needs to drop people off, if they got nowhere to get to their spot, they put stay in jail because the man said he don't want to do it, which goes disaccord to what the judge said he got to do. He got to do. But the judge says it, he says no. How would you feel if you was in prison waiting on somebody to come get you, officer of the law, and he tells you he's not coming to get you? how would you feel? Would you feel dehumanized or would you feel gentle? Judge Wade, good stuff, bad stuff. Sheriff says, no, I'm not going to call what the judge say, or someone who's going to help and change that right now. So with that, I hope you vote for him. I really do. I never thought I'd be saying this, but I hope he wins. All right, so thank you very much. Once again, I'm not faking it. My name is Chittenden Vermont Register. You can look it up. My Vermont number 137796. He just didn't put me up to see and try to have me do this. Look it up. I'm real. Thank you very much, and enjoy your day. God bless y'all.
Thank you so much, Chatty.
Okay? Vote for him. Real.
The current sheriff's justification for this policy is financial hardship. And frankly, that's insane. The Chittenden County Sheriff has never made more money in its entire history than it does today. Second, the resource responsible for transporting prisoners are called state's deputies. They are paid for, like a state trooper, outside of the sheriff's budget by your state taxes. This is a lie, a bold-faced lie, and a policy decision of the extreme far right. Our community deserves so much better, and I hope that you vote for me, Kevin Bloom, for Chittenden County Sheriff in the Democratic primary on August 11th, and I will end this regressive far-right extremist policy on day one. Thank you so much, and I hope to count on your vote.